Guys, good afternoon. Okay, guys. Last class we were talking about passive voice. Okay, I'm repeating. Here in competitive exams, nobody will ask you to change active into passive, passive into active. What is the tense? What is the direct speech? And that's nothing. They straight away give you a sentence. Either they ask you to correct the sentence or replace the underlined part of the sentence. So you have to actually transform the given sentence into a grammatical pattern. Then you will find out where exactly you can see the error. Okay. Now I said the basic format of passive voice is B plus V3 form. Okay. And the B forms are am, is, are, was, were, and you can also add being, okay, and has been, have been, and had been. Most of your placements exam, guys, they will try to check the student's knowledge of verb forms. Verb means tense, voice, and also speech. So we are at the second stage, voice. See, I mean speech or nothing but voice. Check it out. I want to actually give you some practice. Then I will take you to the actual question pattern you will be asked. Check this out. What is the passive form of are working? When I ask you to change this into passive, as I told you, V3 form, and left side I need to have B forms, B-I-N-G, because of ing form here. And here it can be is or are being worked. Now, how are you going to be tested in exam? Look at a sentence. Before I went there, before I went there, their dinner complete. So here I will check. Okay, this fellow is asking me to fill the blank with a verb. Okay, then I will check the time. Where is the time? This is the time. Okay, this is the time. So on time, where do I put this verb? Here. This is the position. Let's say this is the position. And my action is happening left side of this. So obviously had plus V3 is the tense. Before I give this one, I also check. Now, who is the actor? This is the subject, right? Actor. So their dinner. So when I say their dinner had completed, somebody, it means I'm considering their dinner as a person who does the action. Logically speaking, their dinner cannot perform. Somebody should complete. So it is passive form. Had completed. This is the way you check. Now, I will give you some practice. Then I will give you the second stage of practice that is related to spotting errors. Okay. Now let me give you some practice part. Yes. Okay, guys, you can share your answers. Look at this. The Remembrance Day and the Veterans Day dash on the 11th of November every year. Look at this. First, always start from the time. Every year is my point. So obviously, it's asking us to give the verb form. Okay, every year. And with this, every year, understand this is continuous action. Every time. Next, the Remembrance Day and the Veterans Day. So this is plural. Okay, plural verb I need to uh, use here. And this cannot be anyway. You check and give me the answer. The Remembrance Day and the Veterans Day. Okay, I eliminated this because it shows future. It shows past. Okay, now left with A, B, and E. And A also I eliminated because every year and this A is past. So A is gone, C is gone, D is gone. Now I'm left with B and E. Okay, and this is plural. And I would go for B. The Remembrance Day and the Veterans Day are celebrated. Are celebrated. So that's the answer. Okay, so I'd be happy if you guys give me your answers. Next one. I hope that the truth dash very soon. I hope that the truth dash very soon. Okay. Now I check like this. The truth. The truth is the subject here. Okay. And look at the time indicator. Hope is the time indicator. Hope. Okay. Let me get the answer from your side, then I'll say. Any answers from your side, guys? I hope that the truth hmm, will find out, will be finding out, is found out, will be found out, shall find out. Anyone is willing to try? I hope that the truth I would go for will be found out. Future, present, and future combination. Okay. Next. Everything dash before you came. Everything before you came is done, was done, has done, had been done, has been done. Okay. You guys are with the answers. Very good. I'm happy for that. Let me check. What's your answer? Yeah. Okay. Was done. C. Somebody said C. You said C. Is everything, you know, cannot has done. Everything has done means you please consider everything as a person. Person has done. He has done. Everything has done. No. And that too came. Before came, something happened. Answer for this is D. Okay. Had been done. Okay, next. Did the company test the equipment yesterday? That's a question. Then your answer is yes, it. Look at the time indicator first. Did test. It means past. So obviously your answer should be in the past, and it is a subject and it receives the action. So it should be in the passive form. Now give me your answer. I have given almost answer to you. Has tested, had been tested. Okay, was tested. Yeah, got answer from your side. Can't see your answer. On okay, it was tested. Can't see your chart. Wait a minute. Okay, fine. Let me go to the next one. People go to the tomb of the unknown soldier to stand in silence for a minute to honor the memory of those who dash in wars. Now, look at the tense first, guys. Always try to find out tense, time. People go to the tomb of the unknown soldier to stand in silence for a minute to honor the memory of those. So this is this verb is my clue here. Go. It means every time. That's what. So he means to say. So who? Then who is the receiver of this action or performer of the action? That decides the voice. Now give me your answer. Give me the answer, guys. Okay. If you are going for are killed, you are right. Because people every time, are killed. Okay. Next. The sports competitions which dash on Sunday dash by a lot of people. The sports competition which dash on Sunday dash by a lot of people. Are held, was held, will held, have been held, will be held. I'm only checking for that. Okay. Mm, First, you guys give me the answer. The sports competition which dash on Sunday. Look at this, guys. This is future fixed one, timetable. So it should be in present form. The sports competition which are held, because competition is a plural form, which are held on Sunday will be visited by a lot of people. Future. Okay. I will come back to this. I will give you one more exercise. Okay, just a minute. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, before I go ahead with this, of course, this works background. Now, look at this. I will give you one sentence. You please try and change this into passive form like this. Did he complete his work? Did he complete his work? Obviously, this is a question. So, whenever I ask you to change a question into passive form, you always identify the verb. So where is the verb here? Did complete. Did complete is nothing but V2, past form, right? So what is the passive form of did complete? Okay, it can be was or were plus V3. Okay, so here, look at this. Was or were. What is V3 of complete? Completed. Okay, now see what I'm going to do. What is the object of this? His work. Now I will put his work here. Okay, now look at this. It's a question. So question. Was, obviously his work is singular, so I remove this. Was his work completed? Simple. Was his work completed? Now look at this. Does does he uh, plan it? Does he plan it? Okay. Now where is the verb? Does plan. Now whenever I have does, that is nothing but V1 plus S form. Now what is the passive form of V1 plus S? It can be is or plus V3. Okay. Now see. What is V3 form of plan? I'll put it here. V3 form of plan, planned. What is the object? It. Okay. Obviously, question here. So singular. Does he plan? Is it planned? That is a passive form. Now, are they watching the movie? Same thing, only thing is question form. Whenever I have a question, I will focus more on the verb. Okay, so the movie object. Okay, left side. So this is ing form. So look at this. What is the passive form of are watching? It can be is being or or being. But look at this, guys. Because this is a movie, I would remove plural form. Okay. But see the point here. The movie is placed here. What drag? Okay. Is the movie being with reform watched? Okay. Okay. Then has he done it? What is the passive form of this question? Has done. What is the passive form of has done? Has been done. Now, what is the object which becomes subject here? Has it been done? Okay, this is one thing. And look at this. Who planned it? Okay, blindly remember whenever you have question with the who, your passive form takes this. Okay, and planned past, so was or were. Because of it, I'm putting was. By whom was it planned? Okay, so this is the questions which we change. Now, look at this. Let me see if I can give you some more exercise. Just a minute, guys. Okay. Let's check this out. I'm giving some exercise. Let me see if you can do it. Yes. Please give me answers for this. It may take active voice or passive voice. You please give me answers. If you if I think that you got it, then I will move to the next topic. Okay. 62nd one. He dash a banana when a monkey snatched it away. Now give me your answer. He dash a banana when a monkey snatched it away. Guys, can I expect answer from your side? Okay. When a monkey snatched it away. Snatched is a past. And what was action happening when a monkey snatched it away? Was it's an active one. He was eating a banana when a monkey snatched it away. Okay. Now, yeah. 68th one. At least you give me the 68th one. Congratulations. Your application for loan dash. Somebody give me the answer. Congratulations. Your application for loan. Now, look at this. There is no specific time indicator. Okay. It's not in the past. Please pay attention. Congratulations. It means already over and it is the result is seen in the present. So has plus V3 or have plus V3. And your application for loan. So when I say your application for loan has accepted, no, application cannot accept something. So this is the passive form. Your application for loan has been accepted. Hmm, okay. Look at the 71. This problem you are supposed to give me in a negative of seriously 5 years ago. Ago means past form. Okay. So what is the past form of think? Thought. And this problem thought of seriously, or we said not, it means negative. Did not, no, I cannot say did not thought. So even if I say did not think means this problem is was doing that action actively. So it should be in past. Okay. And was thought. This problem wasn't thought of seriously 5 years ago. Okay. Fine. Now come back to one more segment. And this is your turn. This is the final stuff. I don't talk about active, passive, nothing. This is what you're going to be tested in exam. These are the questions from different competitive exams, guys. I would love to have answers from your side. Okay, now look at this. Can you see this? And finally, it can be active, passive, nothing. That I don't discuss. Depends on the context. Okay, will you give me the answer? When I last talked to him, he dash English. What's your answer? He studies English. He was studying. He studied. Was studying. When I last talked to him, he was studying English. Okay, I'm not getting answer from your side. I met her at yesterday's party, but I dash her by sight before that. I met her at yesterday's party. I dash her by sight before that. Had plus V3. Okay. Next. By 2030, scientists surely dash a cure for cancer. By 2030, future. Scientists surely dash a future. In fact, there is only one. Will have discovered. Will have discovered. Okay. Now see this. Look at the fifth one. Conversation. What's the time? A said, what's the time? B. I am sorry, I dash my watch. What is the time? See here, obviously present here. So that fellow said, I am sorry, I can't tell. Why? Something happened in the past, the result is a present. So I don't know, my watch has stopped. Okay, right. He dashed the library every night for the last 2 months. What's your answer? He dashed in the library every night for the last 2 months. Any answer for at least for this from your side? He has been studying in the library every night for the last 2 months. Continuity of action. Fine. Fine. Yes. So let me. Another important thing I want you to understand and pay attention, please. Here. This is called, guys, sequence of tenses. Sequence of tenses. Suppose I have two verbs in a sentence. Okay. Now, can I have first one is past and second one future or what? Or can I have present? What kind of combination I can expect to have in a sentence? Okay, this is what sequence of tenses. If I have more than one verb in a sentence, what combination of tenses I expect? Now, point number one. Look at this. If I have and, but, or, sorry, or in a sentence, if it is V2, right side should also be V2. Okay, if it is present plus present, when I'm joining with this, for example, look at this. He came and go. He came and dash. I'm asking you to fill the blank with go. And time indicators came. And what is the link and? Because I have and, left side of and I have V2, right side also I need to put V2. Okay. Now look at this. Before he came, I had done, it, and submit it to him. Okay, now look at this, how I check. Before he came, I had done it, and so left side of and I have had done. So right side of and also I need to have had plus V3. So what is this here? Submitted. That's the point I'm trying to say, you guys. Whatever I have, left side of and same, left side of but whatever, right side of but whatever, same thing. Now let me give one. He came but forget to collect the form. Now give me the answer. He came, but left side of but I have came, which is V2. So right side of also I need to have V2. So forgot. So this is rule number 1 in sequence of tenses. Now please pay attention. He said that he will come. He said that he will come. Guys, here, whenever I have a complex sentence, obviously this is complex sentence if you remember how to find out. And in a complex sentence, secondary idea can be answer for what. Okay. It can be answer for when, where, why, how, etc. Now look at this. He said what? That he will come. He said is the primary sentence, that he will come is the secondary sentence. So please pay attention. If the given sentence is a complex sentence, and the secondary idea is answer for what? Second is what? Yes, blindly remember. If primary is past, secondary idea should also be in the past. And if you pay attention, that he will come. Will come is future, said is past. So error. What is the, so I'll correct it. What is the past form of will come? Would. Okay. Now look at this. Now let me see whether you interact with me or not. Let's see here. He said I will come. If you guys observe, this is called direct speech. This is called direct speech. Okay. Now I'm asking you to change this into indirect speech, and this is also called reported speech. Okay, guys. Now, how do we do that? He said. Now, whatever I have in inverted commas, now I am transforming that into secondary idea. So I generally use whatever it suits, generally that. Okay, and remember, if this primary idea is past, this one also should be in the past. Okay, so come. This is traditional way. Please change direct into indirect. But in exam, he will not ask you like this. Straight away, he may give you like this. So what you need to do is, okay, what you forget about this. He won't give you all this stuff. Straight away is giving this sentence. So how do I know this is an indirect speech? When this part is answer for he said what. Then I understand, okay, this fellow is actually given indirect speech. So in indirect speech rule is if this primary is past, this should be in the past. So I got the error. This is a big error correction that would come. What is past form of can? Could. Now look at this. He told me, let me give you direct speech. He told me, I can do it. If it is like this and ask you to change this into indirect speech, then you say, this is, as I said, academic part. He told me that he, I want to put in the past, could do that. But in competitive exam, he won't talk about all these things. Straight away, he may give you like this. He told me that he can do that. Okay, I will find out. Oh, this is again, he told me what, because it is giving me answer for what. This is indirect speech. So if this is past, this should be past. Okay, fine. Now look at this. I will give you some sentences. You find out the problem. He informed me that he is working hard for exams. Can you find out the problem with this sentence, guys? He told everyone that he has cleared his exams. Can I expect answer from your side? Do you find any error in this? Now, as I said, you find out sequence of tenses. The given one is a complex, yes. He informed me what? So from here to here, this is secondary idea, which is answer for what. He informed me what. The moment I know secondary is a what, I understand this is an indirect speech. So I'll come back to this verb. This is past. So the given verb here should also be in the past, but this is present. So it is wrong. So how would I change this into past? What is the past form of is working? What is the past form of is working? Can you give me, guys? You're not in a mood to give me the answers. Past is was. He told everyone that he has cleared his exam. So he told everyone that he has cleared his exam. Again, he told everyone what. Oh, this is what. So this has to be indirect speech. So in indirect speech, if primary is past, this should also be in the past, but here it has, which is present perfect. So I change this into had. Then it is correct. This is rule number one. If look at this, guys. If primary sentence is past, secondary what I'm putting what sentence? What sentence should be past rule? Now look at the next rule. He says directly give this indirect. He says that he will do it. He says that he was doing it. And he says that he will be doing it. Now look at this one. He says what? Okay, so what sentence? So has to be indirect speech. And then second one, he says what? Indirect speech. He says what? Indirect speech. Okay. Then I said rule. If primary is past, this one should be in the past. Now look at this. He says this is present and this is future. This is present, this is past. See the sequence of tenses. And this is present and this is future. So what is the right combination? Then look at this. I'll give one more. He says that he works on it. He says what? So here again, this is present and this is present. So which one is correct? Okay. Now please pay attention to the rule number 2. If primary is present, yeah, he says present. The combination of the present can be present, can be past, can be future. It can take any combination, depends on the context. Even if it is future, it can have any combination, depends on the context. So technically, it can go with present, it can go with past, it can go with future. Fine. So based on this, all three, all this. Fine. Now let me give you another rule. Yes, this is another very frequently tested exam. Check it out. He asked me, I'm giving a direct speech. What is your name? Okay. You please change this into indirect speech. He asked me, okay, what? And this is past, and this is present. So obviously, I will change this into past. Okay, he asked me. Now, if I give it, what was my name? Stop here. Okay, whenever I change direct speech into indirect speech, okay, so look at the point here. What was my name? No, I cannot use what was my name because it's a statement. Whenever a question turns into indirect speech, everything should be in a statement form. In a statement form, there is always SV combination. So it is like this. He asked me what my name was. He asked me what my name was. Okay. Now in exam, he will give you like this. He asked me why were you here? Okay. So I'll find out. He asked me what? He asked me what? Mm, Because this is a what question, understand it is in a question form. So he asked me past. Is it past? Yes. Then remember, guys, after this conjunction, you always see SV combination, not VS. But here, were is verb, you is subject. So I will correct it. Why you were here? He asked me why you were here. Yes, please pay attention. SV combination, conjunction, S, S plus V. Remember secondary idea. Secondary sentences are always SV combination. They cannot be in VS. In the sense, no question form. Okay, fine. Let me give you some questions here. Okay, guys. Look at this question. He may ask you like this. He said, I am very busy today. So I'm asking to change this into indirect speech. So don't go to the choices. Said this is past and this is the present. So it will turn into past. He said, okay, you know, he had been very busy that day. Am should be was. He said he was very busy that day. He is very busy. I am very busy. I had been very busy. So my answer is he was very busy that day. He was very busy that day. Okay. Now let me see if somebody answers this one. Lena said, where have you been yesterday? Lena said, where have you been yesterday? Lena asked, okay, where? This is a question, but you should turn this into statement. Okay, how would you do that? Give me that. Lena said, where she had been, have you been the day before? Where she had been, where she was, where she could be, where she has. So I would straight away remove C, D, and E, A, and B. Where she had been the day before, or where she had been yesterday. Yesterday becomes day before. Answer is A. And see this: where, subject, and verb. Okay, you may get questions like this. Mother asked me what. So anything you join here, it should be conjunction. Okay, S S plus V, because this is past. This should be past. Now let me check. Mother asked me why. Okay, I can put Y here, but SV agreed. Order is correct, but this is past. This is present perfect. It's gone. Next, mother asked me that I had spent all the money. I'll come back to this. Conjunction is there, I is there, S is there, past. If I had spent all the money, when I spent all the money, if I will spend, this is gone because future. Okay, now look at this. Questions are asked. Okay, if I had spent all the money, that is a statement. So this is a question. So answer is C. Okay, now look at this. Is your sister good at English? Is your sister good at English? Now change this into indirect speech. It's a question, okay? And asked me that my sister. Now that is for statement. Now this is a question, okay? I don't mind if or whether. So B and C are there. Now D is gone because this is past. Yeah, but we'll see. Asked me if my sister was good at English, whether my sister is, because is here, I don't go for it because it should be past. So answer is if my sister was good at English. Oh, this, now look at this 16th one. Will Tom help me? She said. Will Tom help me? She asked. Okay. I don't mind if or whether, but you should also be in the like past because asked. If Tom would help her, whether he will help her. So this one. If Tom, subject, would help her. She asked if Tom would help her. Okay. Now look at this one. Questions. Yeah. 24th one. He said, I met him in 1950. He said what? So obviously you can put that or you can remove that. It's not, that's implied. Okay, let us assume that that is there. That I met him, past. He had been met, past only. Used to meet, past regular action. He had met, he was meeting. As said, obviously about something happened before said. So D is the answer. He had met him. Next. Jane asked Bob, what did you buy yesterday? So this I need to put this in the past because asked. So did by past is had plus V3. Jane asked Bob what he would buy. No, what he bought yesterday. Mhm. Straight away, he had bought the day before. So answer I got it. C. Jane asked Bob what he had bought the day before. Okay, I'll be sending these exercises. Let's see. Okay. Now another thing, please pay attention to this, guys. Today I may give you some introduction, practice part. We'll see you tomorrow. See here, another examiner's favorite one, conditional sentences. Conditional sentences, these are also called as if sentences. We call it okavela. That is what Telugu translation. We also call if sentences. So there is a fixed structure for this. We call it as 3 plus 1. Okay. There are 3 plus 1 conditions. Or you can say other way, type 1, type 2, type 3, and fourth one is 0. Type 0. Now, first look at the structure. I'll see if I can give you practice, otherwise tomorrow, but let me give the structures. Guys, this is a complex sentence and it starts with if. Secondary idea starts with if subject plus verb. Secondary idea. Now comes primary idea. Subject plus verb. If subject plus verb, subject plus verb. This is primary idea. This is secondary idea because it's as if. Okay. Now type 1. I'm talking about type 1. If, okay, let me give an example for that. Subject plus, your focus should be on verb. Present verb, that is V1 or V1 plus S form. If here I have present form, subject plus will plus V1. This is a standard combination. Okay, this is a standard combination. Okay, type 1. Let me give an example. If he comes here, see here, subject, and this is focus should be on this. Comes, which is present. Whatever be the idea, it should go with will plus V1. He will meet me. If he comes here, he will meet me. So in exam, he may give you like this. If he dash, he will meet. And because will meet is here, I would search for present here. Or sometimes he will give like this. If he comes here, maybe this is a blank. Then whatever the verb, you will check for, okay, this is going to be future. So if present, primary future. If present, primary future. This is called type 1. Okay. He will meet me. Okay. Now let me take you to the type 2. Type 2. If subject plus V2 past. And see here, it should also be in the past. So generally takes would plus V1. So this is type 2. Now see what I'm changing. If he came here, he would meet me. A standard structure. Verbs change, but structure won't change. If past, that is V2, would plus V1. If present, will plus V1. Okay, this is type 2. Okay. Now let me give you one more sentence. You give me the completion form of that. If he knows, if he knows, he complete it. Okay, please fill the blank with the right form of the verb. Okay, now if he knew, he complete it. Guys, give me the answer. Let me see if you give me the answer. If he knows, he dash it. He will complete it or he would complete it. If he knew, he will complete it or he would complete it. If plus this is present, that is the reason will complete it. And see, if he knew, because he has given knew, which is V2, so obviously here it takes would complete. This is type 2. Now I will move to type 3. See here, if subject plus this is past to the past. If this is the verb here, the combination is this: would have plus V3. Okay. Now, if subject plus, if it is V1 or V1 plus S, here subject plus will, you just have to remember the structure. Then I'll give you practice. Will plus V1. This is type 1. Now, right here, type 1. Okay, if it is type 2, if subject plus V1, I'm sorry, V2 here, type 2, V2 subject plus would plus V1, type 2. Now see the type 3, if subject had plus V3, V1 plus S, V2 had plus, this is a combination, would have plus V3. Let me give one example for this. If he had known, he would have V3 form completed it. As I repeat, he may give you this if part and expect you to fill this blank, or he may, this is a blank and give you this, and with this you can complete. You just have to remember the combination. That's the reason I'm stressing on this. If present, future, if past, this is also past, but would plus V1. This is past to the past, past to the past. Okay, so this is what I am. I haven't talked about type 0. I'll come back to this. Okay, so type 1, type 2, type 3. So let me give you some parts, I mean, some kind of exercise here. Check it out. Complete. If he plans well, complete this. At least tell me whether it takes, future or past to the past. Okay. He would help you. He would help you. Okay. If, now this is, blank in if part. Tell me what can be the combination. If he went out he tell, take the clue from here and give me the answer. Okay. He could have done it. He could have done it if he yes. Okay. Next. He will tell, he will tell me if he know if he had made it, he to me. Let's just take 1 minute. Let me see if we can at least do it yourself if you don't answer me. Yeah. If he plans, this is plans. If he plans well, this is present. So whatever be the idea, it has to be in future form. So if he plans well, he will win the match. Focus on the verb, or it can be may, or it can be can, anything. Generally, will, but other to also accepted. If he plans well, he will win the match. He may win the match. He can win the match. Okay. Now, look at this one. He would help you. He would help you. Would help. Past. Okay. So obviously, I need subject plus V2. He would help you if he wanted to help. He would help you if he wanted to help. Okay. Past. If he went out. Now in if I have V2, so here would plus V1. Would tell you. If he went out, he would tell you. Fine. Now he could have done it. Guys, it could be would have or could have. You see the combination. So here definitely the combination had plus V3. So I'll check that verb and put it in had plus V3 form. Had planned it. Okay. He could have done it if he had planned it. He will tell me if he dash about it. Will tell if he, because this is future in if I want one present form. If he knows. If he had made it, he dash give it to me. Had plus V3. So have given, right? So this is combination, guys. Now look at this. I will give you one more angle to this. See here, if I am, comma, was, comma, were a Superman, I would do it. I am asking to select a B form here. Okay. Now look at this. When I was here, whatever right side, I'm not interested. Now look at this. If I was, were here, when I was here, or were here. Guys, check this. When I dash, obviously here I use was. Suppose if instead of I, if it is we, I use were. Okay, depends on this. But I want you to understand the difference between when and if. If I put when, that is the actual past. That is the actual past. Something happened and talking about this. But please pay attention. If it means this is hypothetical. This is hypothetical situation. This is a imaginary situation. Okay. Or grammatically, this is also called unreal. This is also called sometimes contrary to fact. Contrary to fact. Okay. Now, blindly remember, after if, don't generally use was. Let it be any person. If I were here, it means it's an imaginary situation. Okay. If I were here, and combination is again would plus V1, I would do it. So if I were a Superman, I would do it. Don't say if I am a Superman or if I was a Superman. So would plus V1. Were, if were, would plus V1. If, let it be any subject. If I were, if we were, if you were, if they were, would plus V1. This is another conditional type. So I will give you 3 sentences. If not now, at least give me answers tomorrow. Let me check. If I, okay, if it rain last Sunday, we cancel the match. If it dash last Sunday, we dash the match. Now you have to give me that. Now, if you remember, I was giving you one verb and asking you to fill the other verb. Now both are blanks. This is another way of testing your knowledge of conditional sentences. You select, I'll give you. If I go to the moon, if I go to the moon, I dash some flowers. If I dash to the moon, I dash some flowers. Okay. If I go to supermarket, I get some flowers. Okay. I'll be happy if you open your mouth or type. Find out whether first one takes type 1, type 2, or type 3, and second one, third one, type 1, type 2, type 3. Just take 1 minute. Yes, fine. Check it out. Here it is basically usage. When I give you one verb and ask you to fill the other verb, examiner is interested to know whether you know the structure of conditional sentences. But if I give you both the blanks, he is interested to know whether students know when to use type 1, type 2, type 3. So guys, now focus, and this is what the usage. If I am talking about there is a possibility of something to happen, we also call it as probability. If there is a probability of certain things happen, I use type 1. Type 1. Okay, so you know the combination present and future. Next, if there was a possibility which I missed it, let me give this one. Missed possibility, or possibility in the, or probability in the past. Probability in the past, which you missed it. Then I use type 3. Type 1 is focusing on future. Type 3 is focusing on past. What about type 2? Guys, type 2 is nothing to do with the present. Type 2 is nothing to do with the future. Type 2 has nothing to do with the present. Then what? Type 2 is, as I said, only for hypothetical situation. Do you understand what I mean by hypothetical? Okay, hypothetical. Hypothetical means imaginary, which will never happen, or as I said, it is impossible situation. In English, whenever you express this actions which will never happen, which are impossible to happen, I use type 2. Okay, this is the way I check. Now see here. If we dash last Sunday, we dash the match. Is it type 1, type 2, or type 3? Because I have last Sunday, obviously that fellow is talking about past. The moment I see that past time indicator with if, I understand this is type 3. Okay, that is type 3. So what's the combination? If it had rained last Sunday, and I know the combination, would have cancelled the match. Okay, if it had rained last Sunday, now see this one, we would have cancelled the match. So based on this, I have a question. Check it out for yourself. Suppose somebody says this: if it had rained last Sunday, we would have cancelled the match. Did it rain last Sunday? Did they cancel the match? No, they did not rain. They did not cancel. But I'm only talking about what was the possibility to happen last Sunday, which did not happen. Okay, so my clue here is if and last Sunday. Okay, go to the second one. If I dash to the moon, I dash some flowers. Okay, now you need to use your common sense here. If I dash to the moon, I dash some flowers. Do you think somebody is expressing the possibility? Suppose if you say it in a type 1, it becomes like this. If I go to the moon, I will get some flowers. You know what does it mean? The other person asks, okay, when is the flight to the moon? So you talk as if it were a possibility. This is impossibility, right? Somebody is expressing an action which will never happen. So I should express in type 2 form. So if I went to the moon, I would get some flowers. I would get some flowers. If I dash to supermarket, I dash some flowers. If I dash to supermarket, now obviously the supermarket is not on the moon, so there is always a possibility to happen. Then I use type 1. If I dash to supermarket, I dash some flowers. It means, look at this. If I go to supermarket, yeah, I will get some flowers. Please understand the difference between these two guys. This will never happen. Impossible. Impossible. I'm using this type 1 because it is about possible. Chances are there. Okay. Whereas a type 3, I would say missed possibility. So when you frame sentences, also you have to find out when to use this, when to use it, when to use that. Okay. So basically, this is the thing. Fine. Yeah, I need to actually use some practice part, guys. But I don't think time will, sufficient time is sufficient for that. I'll see it tomorrow. Okay, guys. Conditional sentences are very frequently tested in almost all competitive exams. So basically this, and still type 0 is there. Okay, I'll stop this here.